What's up, everyone? We're back for some more Titanfall 2 gameplay, this time playing on Dry Dock. We're going to be running the R97 this time, which I would say is probably the SMG I see the most of aside from the car. I don't actually know how good it is considered in this game. I know, obviously, the R99 in Apex is a similar type weapon, and I was never very good with that in Apex, but I've tried out the R97 a little bit here in Titanfall 2, and I am liking it so far. I might have to just go back to the car at some point, since that does seem to be the agreed upon best weapon. But while I tried it off when I first started playing the game, I wanted to not use the best weapon all the time as I was figuring things out. So for now, I am going to be trying out this. We're going to be running the stim loadout again, and I'm going to be using those frag grenades, which did get me an early kill. I feel like it's pretty good on the center area of the map, which does seem to be the main area where everyone fights at the start of the game. And then once the Titans start coming down, this area becomes a lot more sparse of people, probably because these walkways are very open and make you pretty vulnerable to Titans, and there's not really a lot of other spots for you to get your shots off on them if you're using anti-Titan weapons. But for right now, we're going to keep going towards that center area to fight it out, and I've gotten a few kills so far. I am still using the anti-pilot boost as well, the anti-pilot turret. It's going to be a bit before I get one of those. I hope we get that assisted kill here, and then get another one. And of course, like most SMGs, this is probably going to be best used with the hip fire, which I am doing there. Narrowly got that kill, almost died, but then I get taken out by someone from the top with the EPG. This is a map that I usually have pretty good matches on. I feel like they're usually pretty even. Like I said, though, it is a little weird how, like, this middle area is, like, the main part of the map at the beginning, and then so far every match I've played, it kind of changes after that. And I do like fighting in this middle area, but the rest of the other areas is probably not as fun as a pilot. But when we're a Titan, it can still be pretty fun. We're getting pretty close to that first Titan. The enemy team does have a bit of a lead as well. Unfortunately, I miss out on the kill there. I may have actually been close enough to go for a melee mid-fight there, but I got him pretty low, so I want to try and commit and finish him off with my gun, and failed a little bit there. But now they actually do have us pushed back to here. Spawn's got us all back in this corner, so I guess they pushed out from the middle of the map. And they are getting that lead a little bit higher in the meantime. And my frag nades are going to be as effective here. I'm going to try and push into this area here. I'm going to try and go for a little bit of flanking route on the side, do a wall run. But it looks like pretty much everyone's already dead, so I'm just going to clear out that grunt. And I do have my Titanfall ready to go. But since we're in the middle here where all the action is, I think I'm going to wait for now and see if I can get a few more kills without it before I drop it down. And it looks like we did have the first Titanfall on our team, and then theirs immediately came down. So I'm guessing it's going to be pretty even going into the Titan fight, given how even the score is. If anything, you expect them to maybe have a slight edge on that. But right now, we're only behind by 2. And that's going to be a little bit bigger of a lead for them too, but I'm going to go ahead and spawn into my Titan now, coming down in that Northstar Titan, which I've been playing quite a bit of. I do like Northstar, but I can't help but shake the feeling that most of the time when I'm playing it, I'd rather be Tone, because, you know, you've got less health, you don't have a nice little shield to put up to hide behind while you're fighting, and while you don't have as powerful shots at Tone compared to Northstar, you don't have to do any sort of charging up, and you also have those missiles, so you get a bigger payoff for landing your shots. And I don't really like any of Northstar. I like the Northstar gun, but I have a hard time getting much use out of the flight ability a lot of the times, although it can make you good against pilots in spots where other Titans can't, you know, like buildings. When someone's peeking over the top, it can be pretty hard to deal with them as a lot of Titans. But Northstar, you can fly up and give yourself either even ground or even high ground on them when they're top of the building. It does make it a little bit easier. But I feel like the gun isn't super precise, even though it is like the railgun, and maybe it's just because I'm not used to it. I don't know exactly how fast the projectile comes out, but I find that it's harder for me to shoot pilots with it than Tone's gun. It's not, you know, it's easier than a lot of the other weapons, but I would prefer Tone's in that. And also Tone's has a little bit of splash damage, which probably helps too. But I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed kill even without the charge on a pilot. And then against Titans, though, uncharged shots don't seem too effective, but you get those charged shots on the critical hits, they do a lot of damage. So that's definitely what you're looking for. I'm going to fly up here to see if I can see that guy who's sneaking away, but I do think he got out of range. I do like the cluster missiles well, but I think I have to get better with aiming it. A lot of times I'm aiming directly at Titans with it, when it's probably just better to aim closer to their feet or to block off their path. And then the trap, the last ability, you know, it can help if Ronin's charging up on you. Also helps you have those extra dashes compared to a lot of other Titans. But in general, I feel like it's hard to get value out of because you want to be fighting at range. So it's not like you're going to be going out of your way to get those traps in a spot that'll hit someone. It's more just if they try and come up to you. But I bailed out a little bit early on the Titan there. I don't think I had to do it that soon, but at least I got one pilot kill before I went down. And now I'm going to come back over here and see if I can get revenge on the person who killed me. It looks like they got their Titan off of that, or at least just decided to calm it down. I've got my friendly Northstar here going to pop their flight core. I'm going to help out with the Thunderbolt. And all that damage, that fresh Titan is not going to stand a chance. And I do manage to get my revenge with the help of an ally there. And yeah, I didn't mention it, but I am using the Thunderbolt this game. I said before that Charge Rifle is probably my favorite, and Thunderbolt is like a strong second. But the more I use Thunderbolt, it just feels really, it's so non-committal. You know, with Charge Rifle, you can remove some of the commitment by pre-charging before you look out into the open and expose yourself. But with Thunderbolt, it's so easy. You can just look out, fire in the general area of a Titan, and it's almost guaranteed to get some damage. And if Titans are grouped up, it gets you so much value, while Charge Rifle, you know, is more good against those single targets. The only disadvantage, really, is the fact that it's not as good at range because they can see it coming and usually get out of the way, while Charge Rifle with that instant blast, they're going to have a hard time doing anything about. But so I'm throwing out some shots here. Already pretty close to getting my next Titan. I'll take out a pilot there. Another one sneaks up on me, and I'm going to try and juke around this box, but then I just get shotgunned in the back by a Ronin, and I do go down there. I haven't actually run into that Ronin at all when I was in my Titan yet, but he is going to be one of the people that that trap might come in useful for. Just going to put my turret here. Like I said, though, this middle map area is not going to be as busy anymore, but this is... If there are pilots around, this might be where they're at, so I decided to put the turret around this area. I've got my Titan available. I'm waiting a little bit here because I saw they had 3 of theirs up. We only had 1, but since I'm right next to my one teammate, I think we might be able to make something of it if we group up. I can also fire at a few more Thunderbolts while I wait for my Titanfall to come down, just to kind of protect the area and keep them from pushing in too much. We're going to go ahead and hop into our Titan. We've got a little bit of a lead now. We did manage to pull ahead somewhat. So we have to see if we can keep it. But now it looks like they have shown up. They're starting to come in. You saw I did put that trap down there, and it did actually catch the Ronin. He's got to turn around and shoot that, and he can't block while he's trying to destroy the trap with his guns. He's getting a lot of damage on him. Northstar also flying in, so right now it's pretty much a 2v2. Going in close, focusing the Monarch instead of me, which I'm okay with. Cluster Bomb actually does get some good hits. We do force him to eject. He actually ends up going down, I think, to his own nuclear ejection there. And then now it's going to be, it looks like a 3v1. That Northstar is going to try and back up. But I do take him out. That fully charged shot, you can see how much damage it does when you manage to land those. It's just a big commitment to have to charge him up that far. But do land that big hit there, get the kill. And now we've got a massive Titan advantage. Like 5-1 going here. And I see something there in the smoke, so I fire off and I do land that shot. Almost land one more there. They're getting pretty low. We're probably going to be able to push our advantage here. Head back over to that right side of the map once again. Missed my shot on the grunt, but it doesn't matter too much. This is going to be that kind of that hallway where I can just keep sniping at. It looked like one of them did eject already, so it's just going to be, I think, a 5v1. I don't know if all of our Titans here, but there's at least 4 of us. And they're smartly going to back up, though, and I'm not seeing the shot right now. One Charge Rifle coming over there. My Flight Core is available. I don't really have a good opportunity to use it yet. We managed to take out one of the pilots nearby. And we're actually gotten a pretty huge lead now at this point. Over 80 points, I believe. This is looking good, but of course there's a lot of points available if they manage to blow us all up, and the Thunderbolts are coming in pretty strong against us all grouped up. And that one Monarch's playing pretty defensively. Land a nice shot on him there. Second one too, but he's also getting that extra shields, landing that energy siphon on me. But while this sniper duel has been occurring, I think a couple of my Titan teammates decided to go on a bit of a flanking route. So now that they've got at least 2 over here, and it's just me and the one other guy, it's starting to even out a bit more. And I can't land a shot to save my life at the moment. And my one pilot teammate up there as well, I think he's going to get taken out here in a second. Getting dueled by some people, and it looks like a nade took him out of the picture. And then Northstar landed a shot at me and no one else. And it looks like the other Titan teammate also left, so now I'm dealing with at least a 3v1, maybe a 4v1. They called in another Titan there after getting the kill on my teammate. Now I'm already doomed. Don't see that Northstar at the top of my vision flying in. I go for a last-second flight core to see if anything can come out of that, but that just makes me an easy target. So they did close the gap a little bit, killing the Titans there. I think they took out me, and I think I took out some of the guys that were flanking, but we've still got 30 to 40 points going on here. And I'm just dropping more anti-pilot turrets in the middle of the map. But with 6 Titans available for the enemy right now, I don't think anyone's going to be walking through there. And if they are, they're going to be heavily armored. But I'm going to come back over here, see if I can help out a bit. I think this is the Northstar that killed me, so I'm hoping I can get a bit of revenge. But it's a little bit awkward firing these shots from this angle. Because if I was firing it like down the path kind of that I was sniping from before, if they backed up or anything, they'd still be in range. But here, it's only going to be able to get a couple hits before it goes off the map. But I'm still going to chase him down. Only got 3 shots left. Ronan used his phase there, but looks like I still got a few shots on him. He does go down, I get the assist, and Northstar is available for me once again pretty quick. Still pretty big Titan advantage for them though, so I'm going to make sure I can put it down somewhere safe. Especially with a Titan like this, where I want to keep some distance between me and the enemy, if at all possible. But now I've got 2 turrets in the middle. Still no one hanging out around here, but find someone finally off on the little side and do take him out. And our score is climbing pretty fast here. Only around 20 points left to get the win. And with the Reapers coming in, that's going to be more points available. But we get a quick 20 points. And there is the victory. And it looks like that's because all of their Titans went down, because they've got none at the moment. So probably just going to call in mine and drop it way back here. But now it's going to be just us trying to stop them from escaping. And with no Titans currently available, that may be rough for them. I do believe, though, when it enters the Epilogue, you start passively gaining Titan charge a lot faster than usual. That's something I've noticed in the matches I've played. At least for defense. I think it does it for both sides, but or at least for the loser. So there should be some Titans coming on at least. But since they were just in them, they might actually take a little bit. And I don't know if they've been taken out before then. But we do see the one there. It's the Ronin. Missed that cluster bomb again. Firing a couple shots at him, then I decide, you know, I should just shoot the ship. Just gonna go for these fully charged shots. Gonna ignore whatever's hitting me, because it doesn't really matter at this point. Cluster bomb in the middle, gonna do a lot of damage. Actually end up killing one of the pilots aboard. And one last shot, and it is down. So with that, we are able to successfully stop the escape. So that's gonna be it for this match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching some Northstar gameplay. Thank you again, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you next time.